Hey everyone, welcome back to another video of Star Trek Fleet Command. So this is my video I'm going to do on the speculation of the upcoming content. A couple of things I do want to say. Keep in mind this is total speculation. It is not based on any fact. It is based on rumors. It is based on industry trends that I see in the mobile gaming network of whenever a game is licensed like this, such as the comparison I'm going to be using is going to be Marvel. How Marvel license out their product, their characters to mobile games, and kind of how they promote what is happening on the MCU, what is happening on Disney Plus, and how they use that cross promotion with mobile games, as well as the rumors that I've been hearing about the content that is coming up. So first thing I do want to say is, do you guys want to see any videos about the Enterprise? I got the Enterprise. I didn't really talk too much about it because I feel like I'm a little late to the Enterprise event because everyone is just flying around with these Enterprises, and I just thought, I'm like, how are you guys doing this? Of course, I took a couple of breaks, so I wasn't grinding as much, but I spent a very pretty penny on it, to say the least. So let me know if you guys want to see some action with the Enterprise. The one thing I will say is the crew setups for the Enterprise are unlike any other ship I've played with. Most of the crew setups are very logical and straightforward and to the point, and the Enterprise gets incredibly interesting. So I can definitely talk about those crew setups. I've been talking with a lot of other people on other servers, my server as well, what they use on the Enterprise, the mistakes I'm seeing, and the really interesting battle reports I've been seeing with different crew setups, and what a lot of people are saying are the main crews to go with the Enterprise, depending on what kind of ship you're going to be engaging or what kind of PvE you're going to be doing. So I can do that. Let me know if you want to see that down in the comments below. But let's go ahead and get started with the first indicator that I've seen so far in the game, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen this, is we have a new refinery tab, and it's called Coming Soon. So we absolutely have no idea what this is. Typically, what this is for an event that is going to be, you're going to be refining something. So we're more than likely going to be refining something in the future. The first Star Trek I believe they're going with, because they've already said that they're going with, is Star Trek Discovery. Star Trek Discovery makes a lot of sense for different purposes. One, they've already included Harry Mudd from Star Trek in the Eclipse mode, which is kind of weird that we have two Harry Mudds. But we do have the disco version of Harry Mudd in the game. And in that article, they also said that they had already started that. So I do believe that they are going to start with Star Trek Discovery. Another reason why is Star Trek Discovery Season 3 is coming up. So I think what CBS is going to be doing is they're going to be using this game to cross-promote their content. We see this all the time with, like I said, Marvel. In Marvel Contest of Champions, which is the Marvel mobile game, and I play it a lot. I haven't been playing it for the past couple of weeks, but I have played it for over 5 years. What their recipe is whenever an MCU movie is going to drop, the month that it drops, they come out with probably 2 new champions and put it into the game. For instance, there is the Black Widow from the Black Widow movie. That character dropped the month that movie was supposed to open and never happened. And so you can still play this character and have no idea what happened in that movie because that movie has been delayed. We can also see this in Star Trek Online. Star Trek Online does really interesting story arcs with Star Trek content. For those of you who don't know, Star Trek Online is a completely free game to play on console or PC. It's a lot of fun too. Highly recommend it if you haven't checked it out. But what they'll do is correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone wants to be a fact checker here. I know some of you do. Basically what happens in Star Trek Online is they come up with the content after the series has premiered. So we could be looking at before or after. Really don't know what that's going to be. What I do know is that Star Trek Lower Decks, that half that season is over. There's only 5 more episodes, so 5 weeks. So Discovery is hypothetically going to start in week 6. So it could come out before. As you guys have seen today, they're doing some maintenance, so they're getting ready to come out with some new event, hopefully in the near future. It could be that Discovery event. They could kind of be throwing everybody off with timing, because I know they have been dying to release this new content. So it could be before or after. I want to lean towards before, just because I'm impatient for it and I really want to play it. So the big rumor that I've heard is this. You are going to be getting, or you have the option to buy the USS Discovery. And for those people who haven't seen USS Discovery, you'll know that it has a spore drive. A spore drive allows it to jump to any star system it wants to at any time. So basically, you could go from Vulcan to Kronos in the blink of an eye. So the rumor, what I heard is going to happen, is you're going to be able to jump, not star systems, but realities. You're going to be jumping into an exact map of the mirror universe. And you're going to start doing those campaigns. What I've also heard is it's going to be shared by 2 servers. So you're going to be playing with people you have no idea what to expect from them. Which I think is a good thing to expose people to other players that haven't had a chance to play with before. Of course, you're going to have those people that are going to want a PvP. I think the interesting thing, if I'm anywhere along the lines of being correct in this, having a map shared by 2 servers with only 1 ship, you need the Discovery to jump into the mirror universe, equals the playing field for a lot of PvP. Generally, I mean, if you have a level 45 and a level 25, that 45 is going to have a lot more Explorer research, assuming that it's an Explorer, that they will get a little bit of an edge, and they'll have better crew, and they'll have better primes, that sort of thing. However, generally, it's going to be equally matched, which is probably why, like I said, we're all going with if this happens, there's going to be a lot of people like mass tiering this ship just so that they won't be caught off guard with somebody else and be blown up, have to go back to their other reality. And here's the kicker. This is what I'm thinking logically of how it's going to run. How is 1 server going to be shared by 2? I think it's going to have a limited capacity. And I think those jump tokens will definitely take some time for you to refine one. I also think you will probably have a limited time in the mirror universe in order to get everyone in there, so people are not waiting to jump and do their content. I think a lot of people would become really upset with this. The other reason I think that this is something along the lines of what they're working on is how are they going to include the Prime universe? Because this is all Kelvin. This is the entire Kelvin universe. So another way to do that is to be able to jump to the Prime universe. And I had one question from one player saying, what would be the purpose? Because he was definitely complaining. I sparked this conversation and there was nothing but complaints. I was like, oh, geez. But he said, what would be the purpose of going to the mirror universe? To run stupid missions or what? I'm buying a discovery to PvP. I can do that, when people try to defend bases. And so the one thing I'm thinking about is in order to recruit mirror universe officers. That could be a huge attracting point for a lot of players. And the only way you can do it is by doing your missions, whatever they're going to be, in the mirror universe. And I'm guessing timing is going to be a constraint. People are going to have to be able to commit a certain amount of time to do whatever they have to do in the mirror universe, and then they got to go back and grind and refine another token to jump. So that's basically what I think and what do I expect coming in. A lot of people have complained, oh, we don't need any more crew. I'm like, yeah, we do. I want, the entire Discovery era cast. I want the Mirror Universe counterparts. I think it would be so much fun to have that. And I think there's so many more different things they can do with crew abilities that we would love to have in new crew members. And one thing I've been doing is, if you've watched one of my previous videos, I've been buying those recruit packs out of the faction store, and I have been getting so many transporter patterns. So again, thank you to Charles from Server 32 who gave me that suggestion, because even though you are using up faction units, I'm just totally getting a lot of Kirk shards. I'm getting towards maxing out bones. And then on the Romulan side, I'm definitely getting more of my Nero. I'm on the last tier of Kumak, last tier of, actually, I think Livis. I only have one more mission to do, and I'm almost there, and I can max him. So I'll be able to earn transporter patterns off him. And so I'm getting really close to those just collecting transporter patterns. And just to show you guys kind of where I'm at with that, so I have 7,275, and these babies I'm not using. I'm not using these babies unless I have to, because if you remember correctly, in the Borg event, they had one of the Borg officers that you could get a whole bunch of shards for transporter patterns. And even though I don't think he's the greatest, I think that that kind of event will come up. Keep in mind, if we've learned anything from the Borg event, make sure if you're going to go for any kind of crew, you go for crew that are applicable outside of what they're specified for, like those Borg officers. You really want to go for the Borg officers that don't have to be engaging a specific type of ship. That is one thing I've noticed, because we really haven't touched Borg content since that whole event was over with. And so now those officers are garbage until they release something new. So that's what I think is going to happen here. I definitely think, the Discovery is going to be a purchase ship. I think this new content will definitely breathe some fresh air. I think people are going to be having a lot of fun in the Mirror Universe, doing whatever missions, possibly even armadas in the Mirror Universe, because we all know that they're going to be doing some sort of armada setup in whatever content they're coming out with. And then again, I could be totally off base, and this is not what they're doing whatsoever. But after I posted that on the community tab and everyone wanted to see what I thought, these are my thoughts about what is possibly coming out. And I wanted to get this video before they come out with that new information, to see if I was right about anything. I mean, I'm expecting myself to be completely in the wrong about everything. That way I'm not setting myself up. But let me know what's your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen when we receive the Discovery content? I am super excited to see whatever it's going to be. And yeah, other than that, thank you guys for checking out this video. Take care, and I will talk with you later.